Welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So today is Vlogmas day number 2 and it's Monday and the kids and I are getting ready for a little excursion. They are going out. They got invited to an outing with a church. Alana has recently made a connection with some youth. We don't have a lot of kids her age. Like, she's a teenager. We have one other teenager. She's 18 and Alana is 14. So we don't have a youth group. We have a lot of little kids. Like Jackson's age and down, we have a lot of little kids. So by the time they become youth, we'll have a whole youth group. But right now, we don't have that. So a friend of mine goes to another church 2 towns over from where we live. And they have invited them to come and go to, on one of the trips. They're going to see some lights for Christmas. Mom's not allowed to go, but I do have to take them. So normally we don't have Taekwondo on Monday night. And what I'm going to do is get the kids a meal, help Alana with some math before we get on the road. We have about 2 hours before we need to be on the road because I have to drop them off at the van, make sure I have all their permission slips and everything. And then I'm going to go to my sister's house. I'm trying to block that light. I'm going to go to my sister's house and sit because she lives closer than I live to there. So I'm trying to block that light, but I'm not doing a good job. Get Alana squared away. We have on our menu plan tonight shrimp. No, we don't. We have broccoli cheese soup. Ooh, my bad. But it is raining here, and we just had a big snowstorm. Well, the western part of the state had a big snowstorm. We did not get any snow, but we have a lot of cold rain. And it's been raining for 3 days. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and put on the broccoli cheese soup, even though I'm going to make the shrimp Alfredo, so that we can have something nice and warm when we get back. If you followed the vlog from yesterday, I made those cheesy buns. Okay, so first of all, this is a recipe that I found on, where did I find this, Alana? No idea. Instagram. I found it on Instagram, and it was called cheesy buns. It was on the Keto, one of the ones I follow. I can't remember what it is right now. But you take 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and 1 egg, and then you make little balls. And it flattens itself out, and these make little buns because you can put sausages in between that and have like a sandwich. And I think it is, if I remember the macros correctly, it's half a gram of net carbs for 2 of these. So it's not cloud bread. Cloud bread is a little bit lighter. It looks like cloud bread, but you would put like egg sandwich. I mean, like an egg and cheese and sausage, and make like an egg McMuffin. So I'm actually getting ready to make up a couple more of these. It was a recipe I found on Instagram. Can I just say, because I had a sandwich today for lunch. I had turkey and cheese. Those cheesy buns, I warmed it up a little bit in the microwave. They were so good. So good. You have to be careful if you're like lactose intolerant. You know, cheese cannot be good for some people, but I just had 2 of the buns and they were awesome. I'll try to link the recipe down below if I can. It's not my recipe. I found it on Instagram, but I'll try to link it. Anywho, so I'm going to get started on dinner. The kids are walking the dogs. They will be back very shortly. I got a package today in the mail from one of my sweet ladies from my ladies group. She sent me something from a thrift store that she has in her area. And I actually have some books I got to send out. So let me share with you the book. I'll share that. I'm in my office. It's not as clean as I would love it, but it's not like it was before. But I'll share this with you guys. So our book for January 2019 is going to be the Lisa TerKeurst. I always get that wrong. The Best Yes. So if you are not aware, this says making wise decisions in the midst of endless demands. That is the book. So if you're not aware, I am a ladies Bible study group leader, It's just my own group. The Lord gave it to me in 2014. He kind of commissioned me to go forth and do it. And I started off with 2 ladies. One of the ladies I knew, one of the ladies I did not know. She was a friend of Aunt Vicky, who was my very first lady. And we started, and I think we were on the line for a long time. It's a teleconference line. So you call in. I give you the number and a PIN number. You call in. It's on Monday nights at 9 p.m. And we discuss the book. Everybody buys the book. You don't have to have the book, but it does help to read and discuss. So everybody gets the book, and then we discuss. I kind of do like a 30 to 40 minute breakdown of the chapter. We take questions. You can input something if something stood out to you in the chapter. I do try to have question and answers at the end. We pray together. Some nights we don't even read. We just pray, or we talk about different things that some of us are struggling with. And over the years, we've slowly gained more members. And we're thankful for those members. Some of those members came right here from my YouTube channel. They're like, hey, I found you on YouTube and I joined your call. The call line is not something you have to be a part of. If you want to, it's always there, but it is a ladies group. And the number is always down in the description box. Normally, we meet Monday nights at 9 p.m. We used to meet on Thursdays, but for some reason, Thursdays were not working out because I have a small group that meets on Thursdays. So I was having to leave small group early just so I could make it to my ladies call. So I figured, and then I was doing Taekwondo and having to leave Taekwondo and coming home and getting ready for the ladies call. So what I figured is Monday nights, we don't do Taekwondo at all. I don't have any share group or small group. So Monday nights would be the better night for us to do it. And it's been working out really well. So tonight, we're meeting though an hour early just because I've got to take the kids and then pick them back up at 9:30. So I'll have to leave by 9 to get them by 9:30. We won't get home till after 10 o'clock. It's just not going to be a good night to meet at 9. And then most people would say, well, why don't you just cancel tonight? I hate to cancel because again, I'm faithful and committed to the ladies. This is my piece. It's my portion. It's what God has called me to do. And it's what I have to be obedient to. With that being said, the ladies were flexible enough to be able to meet with me at 8. So we're meeting tonight at 8. I'll be at my sister's. And then since it's just a call-in line, everybody can call in and I'll be there to help facilitate. I am trying to work it out. I really, really, really want to do it so that I can see people. And I know on Facebook I can do video chat up to 6 people. But I can't get everybody in, and I don't want to have to do it multiple times. And then if I want to do something like Zoom or, some other kind of where I can see everybody, it's going to cost. So I'm trying not to incur costs, and So that's why I'm keeping it on the phone line right now so that those who can call in will call in. And we have also had some people do Facebook video chat while we're doing the call line, and they're actually just able to hear my portion of it. But anywho, if you ever are out there and you want to join in, please feel free to do that. You don't have to call in. You can mute yourself in. I don't have muting on this particular platform that I'm using. I used to, but I'm using a different platform now. So I can't mute people in and out. So you can mute yourself, and that's totally fine. I have actually had to mute myself and go do something with my kids while somebody else was talking at the moment, and then come back and jump back in. So it's no problem. There are no hard, fast rules. The only thing we ask is, respect the ladies. Anything we discuss on the ladies line is really, it's our thing. It's personal. So that's it. But Alana is back. I'm going to help her with algebra. It will only take us probably 15 minutes to get dinner done. But we will check back with you guys in just a little while.
Hey, 2 against 1 isn't fair.
Okay, so the kids and I are getting ready to finish up. And I think the thing that I think about when I'm cooking is what can I cook ahead that's going to give us something extra. So we're doing the shrimp Alfredo tonight. And I put a little bit of that taco seasoning that we made. I know shrimp Alfredo and taco seasoning don't sound delightful together, but to me it does. So that's cauliflower with shrimp and just a little bit of parm. We have some white sauce in there, and Alana just put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I put a little bit of mozz in there. But I'm doing, these are the jalapeno keto cheddar biscuits. Although I did not put jalapeno in there, I did put some of the taco seasoning. We don't like our bread spicy, so I'm making 12 of these biscuits. I'm just doing them in this pan because it's easier for me. But also, I already have a broccoli cheddar soup started. It is cold here, and you know, we just had a winter storm, so that's going to be good when we get back to just have that, and then we'll have these biscuits ahead. So we're going to throw those in, cook for, what is it, 20 minutes? 20 minutes?
30. Oh, bake for 20.
Bake for 20 minutes? Okay. Okay. So we got this recipe. This is the keto cheddar jalapeno bacon biscuits, and we got this from Peace, Love, and Low Carb. So that is online. You can print that out or just access it online. But it's 5 o'clock. We have to be out of here by 5:30. The kids are going to grab something to eat, and I am going to grab something to eat as well. Alright, you guys, so I'm back home. The kids and I are back home. I probably should have inserted a picture of the kids from their trip. Of course, I didn't get to go, but anywho. The broccoli soup is done. The last thing I added in was a teaspoon of the xanthan gum, and I'm just whisking it together. I probably need one of those immersion blender things, but I'm whisking it together just to get it that xanthan gum spread throughout the soup. I added in the cup of cheddar cheese, and it has a nice consistency, but I do like broccoli in my soup. So I'm going to add in another another bag of broccoli florets. And that's twofold. I'm trying to cool this down so I can put it into the fridge so that it'll be ready for lunches tomorrow. So I'm putting it in here. I've turned it off. Still pretty warm because it just got turned off. So I'm going to let this that other bag of broccoli cool it down, but it'll also add a little bit of texture and a little thickness to the soup for tomorrow, so it's not just runny soup. But that's not, you are not getting broccoli soup. Go to bed. So I have that ready, so I'm just, like I said, just letting that cool down so we can put it in the fridge. And then the bacon cheddar biscuits, these should be jalapeno cheddar biscuits, but of course we didn't put jalapenos in. So they came out of the oven. The kids ate one. Uh-oh. So this is what it looks like. I just like to cook it in this muffin pan because it's just easier to get them out and clean up. It's pretty easy. So we're going to package these up. And then we ate the shrimp Alfredo tonight. So we had a pretty good day. I had a little bit of kind of a hiccup with my ladies group, only because the kids were supposed to be back at 9:30. And I got a text message about 8:30 saying they were ready. And I should have just probably canceled, but I ended up having the last little bit of the meeting in my car as I was driving. Because like I said, it is on a telephone conference line. And I was trying to go ahead and get them picked up. But I was able to finish the call. I just had to pack up all my stuff and grab, you know, run into the car. But the ladies are always really flexible, and I appreciate that. I'm actually going to package up these biscuits while I'm thinking about it and trying to do it one-handed. Jackson is tired, so he went to bed. They just took the dogs out. So I'm going to try to package these up with one hand, which is proven to be a smidge of a challenge. But I got this handy-dandy spoon that I am flipping them out with. And I'm going to just throw them in here. And it'll be just fine. So I hope you guys are having a great last few days before Christmas. I actually just got off the phone with my sister and my best friend. We always meet to exchange gifts. We've been exchanging gifts now close to 10 years, I'm sure. I'm trying to do this with one hand, and this is not working out for my life. That's why people are like, let me sit you down for a minute so I can get... And I don't want the biscuits to tear up me trying to get them out. So I've been using the spoon because it helps to flip them out. Well, that just flipped out. And normally I would put these in some parchment paper cups. But of course the kids did not line the tin for me. So I'm having to pull them out as best I can. And neither one of them are in here to help me. Jackson? Jack? He's tired. He said he was just feeling really tired, so he was going to bed, but he didn't finish his dishes, so he is going to get up. But anywho, so I got these all popped out. Alright, so all the biscuits are out. And these, of course, will last us a couple of days. And whatever we don't eat, I throw into the freezer. And then we can always pop them out as we need them. So I always try to make sure that there is something on hand. That's the one thing I can say about keto. If you are doing keto, you have got to prep foods. And you don't have to do like a 3-hour, 4-hour cooking session. You can just, you know, yesterday while I was doing the, what was I doing? Oh, I was making the cheesy buns. I just went ahead and put the egg muffins into the oven at the same time. And that left me cheesy buns and egg muffins so I could make my breakfast sandwiches. Now I have the cheddar biscuits and I have the broccoli soup that's done. So that's a lunch. So everybody can have enough for lunch. I did use a little bit of xanthan gum, so that's another thing that I used to help just with thickening. So I'm going to sit that back up here on my Lazy Susan in the baking cabinet. So there it is. I'm going to try to get the kids kind of squared away. It's not a lot going on. Let me see if you can see. Hey, girl. Are you eating? Ma'am is eating. She's a little shy sometimes. Hey, Mama. I love you. She's a little shy. What's wrong? What's the matter? Did you hurt your foot? What's wrong? You okay? Hey, buddy. You all right? You okay? She is not gonna let me bother her while she's eating, and that's fine. Jackson?
Oh, that's cold, man. That's real cold.
So in the sink.
Say hi to the camera.
So in the sink.
He's under there.
In this pot, I have
Can't see him, but he's under there.
and these are
There he is.
little weak sections.
Get him, man. Get him.
And I wanted to I keep ordering here just to thaw the chicken out. So I'm gonna pour the water out because my chicken is thawed. And I'm gonna put a little bit more water in here to make sure it's nice and thawed out.
From the cash register and move over there with your hands on your head. This isn't a joking matter, I've got 2 loaded guns here. Is this supposed to be a joke?
This is not a joking matter.
Man, I really don't feel like killing anybody today.
Me either.
No, I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Come back.
I'm gonna need you to step away from your new cash register. And your peanut butter. Though I don't eat chunky peanut butter.
Oh, good. This will be just for me then.
I don't eat regular chunky peanut butter. Like by itself. This is a loaded gun.
So is this.
Warning shot.
Really? That thing smells bad.
It's smoke.
Oh my goodness.
This is my final warning shot.
Oh, okay, I'm not. How you warning me and shooting me?
Well, that was a warning shot.
Oh, you're right. Whoa.
I have a loaded shotgun. And a cocked pistol.
Oh, that's lovely.
Your life's threatened. How is that lovely?
Okay, you guys, so I'm going to make a keto fat bomb. These are called peanut butter cheesecake fat bombs. I found this on Pinterest. And it's just 4 ingredients really, but very simple ingredients. So I'm going to do this in my mixer because I think it's just going to mix together easier. So I have 4 ounces of cream cheese. It's just regular plain cream cheese that I'm going to put into here. And then I'm going to put 1 ounce or 1/4 cup of peanut butter. I'm using a chunky peanut butter because this is what I have. And I own this, but this peanut butter only has peanuts in it. There's no sugars in this one. This one I get from Harris Teeter. Now, Alana's not a peanut butter person, so she probably won't eat these. There's no coconut oil in these, so I might enjoy these a little bit better than I have some of the other fat bombs, and they may not melt as quickly. And then to that, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of sweetener. This is just a stevia. Not stevia. No, this is a Aldi stevia. And then we're just going to cream it together. But I'm going to add in a few of the French vanilla stevia extract drops just to make sure that it's a good flavor. That was 10 drops. And I'm just going to cream this together. I'm going to start on a low. Just get that cream cheese moving around. You do want to make sure that it is at room temperature.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
So the next step is, or the final step, it calls for you to add some Lily's chocolate chips if you want to, or to the outside after you form balls. But I had some of this Lily's chocolate bar. This helped me to get through when I was really first doing keto. And if I have like a sweet tooth, this will help me out. But I don't eat these a lot anymore, and I don't want them to go bad. So I'm just going to use this, and this one has almonds. So I'm just going to crunch this up, or just try to, you know, break this up into pieces. And then I will use these to roll the balls, because I'm going to scoop them out using a tiny cookie scooper. Jackson, will you get Mom a pan? Does it say how many it makes, Jackson?
Up here it has 6, but I'm guessing you can make more if it's smaller.
It says 6.
No, Mom, it makes 6.
It says it makes 6?
No, 8. But you can make more if it's smaller, I'm guessing. I mean, it doesn't say anything yet.